Good morning. Today is January 4th, 2025. And I've just put some cuttings from the Masonic tree that I visited yesterday and put some onto the Mexicola. There's one. And here's another. And this is a type of graft that I found out about from somebody in Florida. I saw a video of his, and I'll put his name in the description once I find that out again. So those are two grafts that I put onto the Mexico avocado tree. And then let's see. I did a regular, nope, I didn't do a cleft graft. I did another one of the same. It's just right here. It's a, gosh, it's at the tip of my tongue. I'll have to put it in the description list as well. Let's see, updating you on all the grafts that I've done so far. I've unveiled some of them, taken the paraffin wax off. This is a gem. It was done October 9th of 24, and we'll see. It looks to have some buds that are viable that are coming out that look green, but the jury's still out on that one. I took the initial paraffin wax or buddy tape off of the graft union, but it looked like it needed a little more support, so I added on a second round. So I'll give that maybe a month or two more. And this is the Sebastopol Mexicola that I got and grafted back in August 30th of 24, and it's doing swimmingly. Yeah. It's doing really good. Oh, this double lens on the iPhone is bugging. Come on. Come on, you can do it. There we go. And you can see it's even got some really nice buds coming out. And they look floral. They look like flower buds. Yeah, I think they might be flower buds, but it's healed really well. Quicker than any of the others I've grafted within the same amount of time. This is a lamb hoss that I did in September 24th, and I took the buddy tape off of that. Looks to be like, oops, excuse me, like it's healing over on some parts. Come on. There we go. Let's see. All right, here we are. As you can see, underneath it still looks like it needs a little bit more time, but climbing up on the top, I can see, let's see, where are you? Okay, here we go. Oh, this double lens. All right, you can see it still needs more time. It's not quite fusing together. It's just about like right here and here a little bit, but in here it needs more time, so it's looking good like right in there. And even on that side. But it needs more time. It's not looking as good as this guy. This guy is just rocking out. But This guy has he's a month ahead. So I'll give the lamb hoss another month and see how he does. Hopefully he catches up. Where else do we go? All right, so this is a gem I grafted back in October 9, and it seems to be doing pretty well. I think it's coming along well. It's a little more time. I gotta make sure and be delicate with it, but looks like it's fusing at the bottom. And looks like it has one bud that's coming in. Come on. There we go. Yep. And then we've got the reed. Looks really good. Looks really good. Let's see, where's the graft union? Okay, let's go this way. Still has a little time. Still needs a little more time. Don't know if you can see that. Yeah, needs a little more light. See if we can come at it in this angle. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's coming. It's not fused totally though. So it needs some time to heal over some more. That was done on September 24. And then I did, separate from the Mexicola tree, I did another one onto a seedling. And I can't remember if it's a lamb or a reed, but I did that on the same day. And that's looking pretty good. It's healing up. It's got some nice growth pushing out. So we'll give that more time. Set it under the canopy of the Mexicola. So then I'll show you the Masonic graft that I did last year. And I just unwrapped it as well. It's kind of a funky graft, but it looks like it has taken. All right, guy. There you go. All right, you can see that. It's just, you can see like right here, it's just got a skinnier portion, but you can tell that right here it is definitely healed over. So I think we're going to be okay. It's just, it looks skinnier than I want, but I think the strength of the heel is really good. So I think it's pretty sound. I think that's just fine, and it's got plenty of growth. That was done April 5th of 24. That was my first encounter with the Masonic tree in April of 24, and I grafted that back then, and so that's the earliest one. And then today is the second round of Masonic scion wood that I've grafted onto here. And sure wish I could remember what this graft technique is. Veneer, bud veneer. Ah, memory comes. Yep, it's a bud veneer graft. And you cut into the bark like so in a diagonal, and then you cut it again here, make another cut, and you slip in the bud veneer and you just wrap it. Seems to be a really good success rate, but these are my first ones. So 1, 2, and then we've got that third one up here on the top of that little guy. Yeah. So, where are you? Come on, camera. This is so awkward. Interesting. Okay, we found it. Sorry about that. Here we go. I'm so frustrated with this camera, I swear to God. And then this is the lamb hoss that I did back in December 4th of 24. And that definitely needs more time. Looks promising though. Seems as though when I do some grafts that are close to, like, can't remember what they call these sections here where there's lots of bud action, but there's a technical term for it, I can't remember. But there's a lot of energy that's stored in here, I think, and I think that makes it, it lends itself really well for grafting in there because it's a lot of stored energy, and then it can funnel into the graft really well. But that's just my theory. Then we've got this gem done on October 9th. And that is needing a lot more time. Although it does look fairly good on the top there. Yeah, looks like it's healing up. Just does need more time. Looks like a bud or two coming in. Or is that? Yeah, no, that's still viable. And then here's some other second reds. This one done April 7th. And can't quite get the tape off of this one. I don't know how you guys get your tape off when you've gotten the tape on really well and it's just kind of stuck. Give me a comment or two about your techniques, because I know that I just kind of do a lot of this and fuss with the tape and kind of get it soft, and then I can pull it between my warm fingers, but that's all I've got so far. If you have other techniques, let me know. I'm a little nervous to get, you know, a grafting knife out because I don't want to damage the skin of the branch or anything. So it has some really good growth here, and I'm excited for hopefully this to flower out along with some of the other second reds, like this guy. Here's another second red. This has healed over really well. Let's see, there we go. It was a little black when I first unveiled it, and I'm glad I did because I think it needed to dry out. I think it was had a little too much humidity inside of its buddy tape. That was done on the 7th as well of April. And it's looking really good. It's looking really strong. It's got 2 shoots that have gone out about 6 inches. Really promising. I'm just going to keep this here in case it rains. I can protect that guy from moisture real quick. And the other guys that I've done are the Palo Doro. Did that just last month, December 4th. And it's a little stick. I don't know if it'll take, but I think it's got a lot of energy in it, so I'm hoping that it does. And I pretty much took off all the buddy tape on the top, and I'm keeping it on the graft union area to protect it. So we'll have to come back and check out and see how that's doing in a couple months. Here's another second red. It's got really, really strong growth on that bottom shoot that came out, and then there's a top one that's coming out as well. But that bottom one is super strong. It's pencil thick or bigger. Yeah, and that was done, oh gosh, I believe that was done in April as well, April 7th, yeah. All right, I think, oh no, we've got a gem up on the upper region here. I did this one just last month, December 4th. And this gem seems to be super resilient. It's already got some really good buds that are wanting to pop out. I am keeping the buddy tape on the graft union to make sure that, you know, I give it enough time to heal. So, yeah. This one, as I was taking off the buddy tape, it popped out. So it hadn't healed enough for me to fiddle with it. I just probably should have waited, but I just felt like today is such a strong sunny day, warm day, that it was a good chance for these grafts to kind of get a little breath of fresh air and heal a little bit more with fresh air on them. But that one just didn't work well. It popped off. Let's see. This gem is looking really good. He's super happy. He's just not, he's unfettered by the chilly air we've been getting lately. We haven't gone below freezing yet. I think last night it was 39. He's just doing hunky finky fine. This is another gem, but it's an older guy, probably by 1 year, but he's not quite as happy as this guy. Maybe because he's in a container and not in a raised bed ground situation. But I don't know. I'm hoping he does well. He's got some new growth coming out. I'm not sure if it's flower buds or leaf buds. I'm not quite familiar with the gem yet, but I'm excited to have 2. Super excited. And here's the lamb hoss. This is the second one that I have. And when I planted him, his roots were pretty brown, so I kind of had to wash off that soil that was in there and kind of get it cleaned up and put it in the ground here. So I think it's just going to take some time to recover and for its root growth to come back with new white strong growth. And I'm just going to trust underground it's doing that. I think I might put some gypsum down in about a month or so when it warms up. It's already pretty warm today though, but I know it's going to get chilly again. So anyway, that's the second lamb. It's about 6 feet tall. And this guy is he's in a pot, so he's about, I would say he's about 4 3/4 feet tall. Maybe 5. And I did not put the right plastic on this guy. I did a packing bag, plastic bag that I was excited to have and reuse, but I should have put 6 mil on there. I did not make a good choice there, so I learned a lesson big time. Hopefully he'll come back. Hopefully he'll come back. He's got promises, but we'll see. That's the reed. And then I have the second reed here, and he's just doing great. He's doing great. Has some new growth down there even. Super happy puppy. And then here's my Darturo. And Jerry's still out, guys. He hasn't really moved much, just a couple millimeters of that growth there. And then these guys here, they're still thinking about it, but they're not doing anything yet. Spring is around the corner though, so we still have a chance. We still have a chance. And these leaves are still, two leaves are still on and looking green. But he's gonna need some nutrients soon. I don't wanna do that yet. All right, the only other avocados that we can report on are these guys. This is my third reed. This is my Palo Doro. And still no movement with this guy. He's just staying put. Although he's got some good buds. I expect in springtime you're gonna bust a move, buddy. And Bonnie Doon. She sure is an active one, I tell ya. She's just super happy. Good growth, really good growth. Very resilient and very prolifically verdant. Really happy with her. Last but not least, we've got the lamb number 1 right here. And I've had this lamb for 6 years, but you wouldn't know it because he's so squatty. But he was in a pot for the first 4 years, and then I put him in ground 2 years ago. And since I put him in ground here, I've pruned him back a couple times to make sure his root growth strengthens up and that he can focus on getting strong before he spreads himself out there. But he's already getting some good growth, and I'm hoping that my pruning technique is going to be going to prove to be a good design for, or just that his branches will branch out in a healthy way for him that will spread out his growth, and kind of there's 3 arms there, and then there's kind of a 4th that comes down. And then over here, it's kind of funky though. You've got one coming up there, and then it stems up there, and then a second arm comes here, and it branches out twice there. So I have thought about kind of cutting it here and just focusing on this growth, but I'm just going to keep it as is and see how it does. This is something I did today. I grafted a bacon onto it today because I just had this thought that maybe, because it's a little bit further away from those guys, from that bacon, to help the bees kind of pollinate, I thought I'd give it a little bit of a leg up by putting a bacon graft here so that it can just do that on its own tree. I don't know if anybody has done that. I'm guessing other people have, but I just thought it might be kind of nice to have its self-sufficient pollination system with a bacon graft onto itself. Tell me what you think about that, guys, because this is new for me to do that. I was kind of thinking about doing that a couple months ago, but then I didn't know and waited, and I thought, well, today I'm just gonna go for it, you know? I'm just gonna experiment. So that's what we've got going. We had a really good recap on all the grafts that we did. Oh, this last one I forgot to show you. This is the first lamb hoss that I put in on the bacon, and that was April 1st, April Fool's Day of 24. Really good growth. I've already pruned it back so that it can get stronger yet, and then can push out some growth on these buds here in a more vigorous way, hopefully. But here's the graft union, and it's just totally healed over. Yeah. I also painted a little IV organic on it to protect it from sun. So there you have it, guys. I think this is a long video, almost 30 minutes, so I'm going to leave it to you. Thanks. Check you later.